thought it'd be fun to talk through what I'm working on with my swing coach. I just had a quick checkup with him online, and what we're talking about is my right elbow and how that's working. So my tendency is my right shoulder stays a little too high, and my right elbow kind of goes this way, just barely. So when that happens, my arms get a little bit too far behind, and that's when this starts to uncock. My wrists start to uncock, and there's a little bit of a window between my right arm and my right hip. So my hands start to get too high, and I drag the handle forward to make sure I don't chunk it. So that's why I hit it too low, and my low point can be an issue at some points. So what we're doing is I'm just trying to get my good backswing, where I feel a little bit more hinge, a little bit more fold with my right elbow a little earlier. Still trying to reach for that upper right door frame, and then I'm really trying to work my right elbow down to my belly button, and that's going to help me get my hands lower. It'll help me get into tilt a little earlier and get my arms in front of me a little more. So it's going to do a couple of different things just by feeling one motion. So instead of kind of this way where my right elbow starts to flare and then I push like this, it's going to be more here, and then it's like a throw or a snap. So hopefully I'll be able to gain a little bit of speed too. So old pattern is up, trying to push the handle, hands stay too high, club gets kind of down here, and handle looks like that kind of at impact. This is an exaggeration, but this is what it looks like. And then I'll have a little bit too much rotation of the face, because as the handle stands and goes this way, I have to save the club face, otherwise it's going to be too open. And that's why with driver I hit some weaker rights. So I'm going to try to go normal backswing, try to get my hands as low as I can. If I got really good at it, they would get down to my knees, and then the circle of my hand path will be much tighter around my body. So kind of a still frame of post impact would look a little bit more like that, where my hands follow my chest and the club head stays to the right of my hands a little more instead of that. So let's see how I'm doing. Pretty good. Path is 4.8 into out, 5 down, 32 feet in the air, 6,000 spin. And as this works, I'm going to get probably a little bit more inside to out path. But as I get better at it, my pivot's going to keep going, and I'll be able to actually turn a little faster and kind of equal out that path to make it a little less into out. But I think I'm going to be able to get a little bit more club head speed, because it's going to be more of a that at impact and less of a push. My coach Dan kind of explained there's a reason why we pull boats behind cars instead of in front. So basically you want the boat behind the car as long as possible, and then you can let it snap. So let's see if I can get a 7-iron going pretty quick. So there we go, 91. And it's interesting, as I get faster, my peak height goes up, which is always a main concern for me. So overall, pretty good. I think as long as I keep this going, my hands get a little lower, the face will stabilize, and I'll get a little bit better.